Hello, and welcome to What's Pissing You Off Wednesday for November 10th, 2021. For those of you new to What's Pissing You Off Wednesday, it is where I, Kevin McTaggart, the grumpiest, angriest, whatever the fuck you want to call it-est comic in Vermont, gets angry about whatever's pissing you off. I like to think I'm doing it so you don't have to, but quite frankly, these contributions I get sometimes, they're typed out pretty angrily. So I feel like I want to help them, but I feel like they're angry already. But I guess it's good to still get your feelings out, but then also have somebody get angry about it for you too probably also makes you feel better. I don't know. People find it funny. People find this podcast entertaining. So we'll just go with whatever we have going. We're going to go with the podcast. We're going to do it. What the hell am I even saying, Kevin? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just doing the intro for this week's episode of What's Pissing You Off Wednesday. Can't even remember if that's what I called it in the beginning of the intro. I'm pretty sure I did. Very disheveled intro for What's Pissing You Off Wednesday. But hey, it wouldn't be me if it wasn't disheveled, I guess. I don't know what that means. So, if you want to contribute to What's Pissing You Off Wednesday, please read the directions in the show notes of either the audio podcast or the video on YouTube. And if you could subscribe, rate, review, tell your friends, and have them tell friends or something, that would be great. I'd appreciate that if you did that. Anyway, that's all I've got for introducing this episode. Let's get to all of the contributions. All of these contributions today, by the way, are from Facebook, because quite frankly, Twitter, y'all have been dropping the ball lately, and you need to pick up the slack. You're not being specific enough for these requests, for these contributions. When I ask you what's pissing you off and you tell me nothing, I'm not going to rant about it for you on this podcast. No, I'm not. Or if you're not specific and say something like everything, that too will not get ranted about on your behalf for this podcast. Don't tell me you're not in a good mood. Don't tell me that you're fine, that nothing's pissing you off right now. I could fucking care less if nothing's pissing you off right now. Honestly. So anyway, let's get to this week's episode. Ryan Kenyon is pissed off about the WWE budget cuts, I say in air quotes. Budget cuts my ass. Last week, I think it was Thursday night, the WWE released 19 people. I'm not going to rattle off all of the names. There were a lot of couples that were released. Well, maybe two couples that were released. Keith Lee and Mia Yim. I think that's her name. Might have fucked that up. Karrion Kross and Scarlett. John Morrison's wife or fiance or something. But these budget cuts, because I call them budget cuts because that's what the WWE gave as the reason for releasing these wrestlers. Budget cuts. Just bullshit. These budget cuts have been going on. First, the budget cuts happen every year. But since 2020, the budget cuts have increased. The rate of budget cuts, the time between budget cuts. Hell, they had more budget cuts, I think, in 2021 than they did in 2020. They just keep cutting wrestlers. And I think also employees from their company, regular employees from their company too. And like, all of my wrestlers, my favorite wrestlers, most of them are gone now. Malachi Black, Bray Wyatt, just to name a few. And some of them are on AEW now, which does, I mean, I didn't want to have to choose as to which show to watch, WWE or AEW, but WWE's not really giving me much of a choice. When all of the guys that I like go off to another damn company. And it's just frustrating. Like, it's impossible to actually like root for these wrestlers now. I don't want to be interested in a wrestler in the WWE. I'm sorry, a superstar in the WWE now, because like they're probably just gonna get cut at some point. So what the hell is the point in getting invested in any character if there's this fear looming over their head that they're going to get cut soon? So why the hell should I give a shit about any character that they have in the WWE anyway if all they're going to do is get cut? What's the point? What is the point? What is the point of being invested, of being interested, of having any favorite wrestlers in the WWE if they're just probably going to leave anyway, either on their own when their contract is up or if they get cut? Why should I care? Why should I invest my time in caring about the WWE and wanting to watch the WWE and wanting the WWE to succeed when they just go ahead and cut whoever they want? I think honestly, like, they're going to be selling. I heard rumors about selling it to Disney, but it just, a lot of people think that, you know, these cuts are just cuts that companies make before they sell. And I think they're going to sell. To who? I really don't know. But I'll believe it when I see it. But so many cuts happening, so much trimming of the product, so much trimming of the company. It just seems like they're making it, you know, a nice thing package for some company to just swipe up at some point. And I'm just sick of the budget cuts now. Like this past batch, I was like sort of, I would have been upset, but like there've been so many now that I'm just like, it's not even worth like getting upset because it's just the thing that's going to continue to happen. They're going to continue to release talent every couple months and people are going to get upset about it. And why? Because you know it's going to happen. Don't be shocked that more cuts happen because they're going to happen until they like sell the company to whoever the fuck they're going to sell the company to. And I'm not saying that the product will be better once they sell the company. They're just going to make a lot of money once they sell the company. They're probably waiting for Vince McMahon to die before they sell the company, which could be soon depending on how many goddamn cuts they keep doing. But yeah, it's just, the budget cuts are annoying as hell. And quite frankly, they've happened so much now that I just don't care about the cuts or the WWE that much anymore. GW Foley is pissed off that his apartment has been in shambles for 2 days because he has workers in there working on the heat. And he just wants to do his schoolwork in peace. That is annoying. You know, when you have someone working on something like the heater or some sort of project going on in your house while you're trying to have it be quiet and want to, like, you know, get schoolwork done in GW Foley's case. And it's aggravating to have to deal with that. It truly is. It is. Because, like, it's happened to me before. Like, I was working remotely, and then, like, about a year ago, we put new windows in the house. My folks put new windows in the house. So, like, instead of working remotely, I got permission to actually work at work for 2 days while they installed the windows. And the windows are great, by the way. But still, it's frustrating when you have to, like, uproot yourself. And you know, change your environment and have to like adjust to like people trying to work in your house or your apartment or whatever, and it is irritating. It's like you just want your life to go on with no hassle, and then comes all of this damn hassle. These guys trying to, for example, fix the heat in his apartment, which I guess is a good thing. I mean, at least, was it your heat? Yeah, put your new heat in. Hopefully your new heat is better than your old heat. It would totally suck that if like these people installed your new heater and then it worked worse than your old heater. I hope that that's not the case here. I hope that your new heater is actually better than the old heater. It just sucks that it's a pain in the ass for them to, install it when you're trying to get schoolwork done, but you can't because these people who get paid by the hour are taking their sweet ass time to install your new heat. But good luck with that, and it's just frustrating that you have to deal with it. Joel Douglas Cleland is pissed off at people who embrace so-called truths over the bloody facts. It's very, very frustrating when people just like believe whatever the fuck they read on the internet, and it's not even true, but it assists them in their argument. It helps them with their argument, even though this shit isn't true. You still use that to support yourself, and you believe in that, and you believe in these so-called truths, which are actually lies, instead of the actual facts. Facts are facts. So-called truths, let's just call them lies, because that's what they basically are. If it's not a truth, like a fact, then it's a so-called truth, which means it's a lie. And it's sickening to me that we live in a world where we have people that want to embrace these so-called truths instead of like believing things like facts or science or something like that, Like, it's just so damn irritating when someone disagrees with you nowadays. They say things like fake news or no, here's my facts. Here's the alternate facts. There's no such thing as alternate facts. Alternate facts are the same thing as so-called truths, which are the same thing as bold-faced lies. And it's just frustrating that we live in a world where that shit goes on. Facts are facts. Anything else that isn't a fact isn't a fact. It's false. It's not true and so-called true and false. It's true and false. So if it's not true, it's false. And there's only one right answer. Well, sometimes, but still, it's just frustrating when people like want to embrace these lies just to support themselves, to make themselves feel better. When in fact, it's facts that truly matter. Do some goddamn research. Pull your head out of your ass. Stop following these so-called truths and just embrace facts for once in your fucking life. Sean Lassard is pissed off at people who think they're clever by saying, "Let's go Brandon." Yeah. The Brandon in this case is this NASCAR driver who won a few weeks ago. And people are chanting, "Let's go Brandon" now because they're not allowed to say, "Fuck you, Biden," or whatever it is. Some defamatory comment about Joe Biden. It's clever, but it's not too clever now since we all know what you're doing. Yet you're going to keep doing it, even though we all know what the code is. Someone leaked it. You conservative neocon fucking idiots. We know what you mean by "let's go Brandon" now. So you don't need to, if you want to keep saying it, but we know what's going on, and you have that stupid shit-eating smirk on your face, thinking that you're smarter than everyone else, when in fact you're just stupider than everybody else. You are. You're a fucking idiot with your let's go Brandon stuff. It is. We know what you mean. You don't have to hide it. You know? We know you mean fuck Joe Biden. We know it. We know it. It's now, it's out there. We all know. We all know what you mean by let's go Brandon. And you're not as clever as you think you are. You're not clever at all. In fact, you may think that you're the smartest person in the room, like Aaron Rodgers. But you're the stupidest person in the room, like Aaron Rodgers. Seriously. It was clever at first. It probably was clever at first. But, like, now we figured it out, and we've known it. But we're going to let you think that we don't know. That's what we're doing. We, the wise people on the left, are just going to make you think that we, don't know what you're talking about. Oh, what do you mean by let's go Brandon? Yay, let's go Brandon. Yeah. You're a stupid fucking idiot. Seriously. I get it. You know what? It's fine to hate the president. I hated the president for 4 years recently. You can hate the president now. It doesn't fucking matter, though. You can spend yourself hating the president as much as you fucking want. If it makes you feel good about yourself, go ahead. Come up with these code words and think that you're so fucking smart when in fact you're just a fucking idiot. Jamie Shiner has a good one. She's pissed off when you have that rogue water spray on your shower head. Now, to be honest, when I first read that comment, I thought she meant rouge. I'm like, what? What do you mean rouge spray on your shower head? And then I realized it was actually rogue. So yeah, I hate the rogue shower head spray. That is so annoying. You know, because you want the water to come out of the shower head all in the same direction. But when you have that one that goes off to the side, you know, or off to that side. First of all, clean your fucking shower head. I mean, that goes without saying. But it is annoying. It is frustrating. It means that you have to clean your shower head. Which sucks, because you have to put effort into it and stuff like that. But it's just, I hate that. I hate that so much. I hate that rogue shower head so much. Because, like, when I shower in the morning and I turn on the shower and there's, like, a rogue water spray, it ruins my day, honestly. It's an awful start to the day when you get that rogue water spray. Or a couple rogue water sprays just makes it even fucking worse. What I hate right now, though, in addition to, like, the rogue water spray, is how, like, sometimes when the shower is built, like, in my house, the shower, we put a new shower head in, but it's tilted to the left, so it's, like, I can't even, like, enjoy, like, the entire space of the shower. I have to be off to the left for the damn water to spray on me. And that's so goddamn irritating. I hate that. I hate that almost as much as the rogue water spray. Both of those things are absolutely irritating. And I wish that they didn't happen, but they do, apparently. And it's just so stupid and so irritating. And it's such a small thing that really isn't a big deal. But at the time when you're taking a shower, it is a big deal. Especially, like, when you go into the shower and you turn it on and then you get in there and then, like, the rogue water spray hits you before you actually get into in front of the actual water hitting you. And it's just such an awful feeling because you're not prepared for that rogue water spray. You're not. But I guess it's a good lesson to actually be prepared for whatever's going to happen. So you might get that rogue water spray during the day. But you can deal with it and just focus on all of the good water sprays that are spraying in the right direction. Because, yeah, there'll be problems like rogue water sprays. But it's going to be okay. Because almost everything else is happening correctly. So you should be all right. But you're right, the rogue water spray sucks. And it's not a rouge water spray like I thought you wrote originally, so I'm an idiot. Mary Urban is pissed off that every product and service that she's been getting has been wrong. Everything's been off. She's been having a very unlucky patch lately. And I do hate that when, like, everything seems to be going wrong. But you know what you do when that's happening, when you have that bad stretch of luck, when everything is going wrong? The one thing that you can't do is let it get to your head. Don't let it bother you. Don't let it be like, oh, okay, so this is off, this is off, this is off. There's probably a reason why everything I've wanted lately, all the services I've wanted, like my shampoo being counterfeit, whatever the fuck that means. Counterfeit shampoo? How is shampoo counterfeit? I don't understand that. Did it not wash your hair? Was it just soap? Did someone put glue in the shampoo instead of actual shampoo? How is shampoo counterfeit? I don't understand. But still, when you have these bad things happen to you, it's important not to think that just bad things are going to happen to you from now on. You need to learn from these things, these mistakes that happened, and not let it ruin the whole rest of your day, even though it seems like a lot of bad things have happened to you lately. But it's just, you need to, like, have a good, proper mindset and just be happy about it. Not necessarily be happy about it, but, like, yeah, let it bother you. Yes, it sucked that these things happened. But don't let it ruin the rest of your day. You can be angry about it and get all your feelings out. And then just move the fuck on. And just think to yourself that things are going to get better. Things are going to be great. Things are going to be fine. Things are going to go well. Just going through a bad patch right now, like everybody goes through. Everybody needs to go through a bad patch at some point. You know, several times a year, week, whatever. And it's just, it makes the better times that much better. So I'm sorry, Mary, that all of this shit has been happening to you lately. But it will get better. But seriously, how the fuck is shampoo counterfeit? Here's one from Leslie Zebrowitz. They asked the prosecutor for some evidence that wasn't produced in a case. And it was located and they found it. But it was 300 pages. So the prosecutor asked them for a ream of paper so they could print out the 300 missing pages of evidence. It's 2021. We live in a digital age now. We don't have to print out shit. Why can't you just email the 300 pages? Seriously. This is one thing that's wrong with our judicial system. This is obviously a snarky asshole move on the prosecutor's part. Like, oh, hey, we have this evidence, but you need to give us some paper so we can print it out. Print it out. Print it out. Why the hell do we need to print it out? Scan it. Email it to us so we can see it that way. Instead of printing it out. God, I hope the prosecutor loses the damn case based on his old-fashioned tendencies, even though it does make sense that happened because Leslie lives in Georgia. But you're going to just print out this stuff. You're going to just be like, you're going to ask them to print it out. And you're going to, you lost the evidence and you had the audacity to ask them for paper to print it out, even though you couldn't find the evidence. No, you scan it and you send it to them. Don't fucking do the send us a ream of paper chicanery bullshit. Stop being stupid. And I hope you lost your case for your stupid ass motherfucking idiotic chicanery. All right, well, that does it for this week's episode of What's Pissing You Off Wednesday for November 10th, 2021. Hope you enjoyed it, and have a happy What's Pissing You Off Wednesday, everybody.